Cougar Paws are a great way to share recognition and to talk about why you appreciate the value that somebody brings to Columbus State and how it can impact people on a personal level as well. Student Central was fortunate enough to have some visitors recently that presented on the Dream Zone. It was really great collaboration between Jasmine and Heather and Jo Yen, and they all gave of their time and talents in unique and interesting ways and collaborated in a beautiful way to be able to provide my team with some tools and resources, as well as a greater understanding of what it's like to actually be a student who is here with DACA status.
Oh, it was really awesome. So you receive an email whenever someone submits a Cougar Paw on your behalf. So it was really cool to see that pop up in my email. And then it also goes to your supervisor too. So it's really cool to be in your one-on-one and talking about that and reflecting on the actual experience. And it makes you feel very special that your colleagues recognize your efforts and your creativity and the collaboration, because everybody on campus contributes something. So it's really a great moment when you receive a Cougar Paw.
So everyone here at Columbus State is so busy. It was just really wonderful to receive a Cougar Paw, to know that people were taking the time out of their schedule to recognize their colleagues. I think that's what creates a real sense of community here at Columbus State. And it was really especially meaningful for me to get a Cougar Paw because of the Dream Zone training, which was so important in terms of just supporting our DACA students, and also just a really great opportunity to work with people across campus and all come together in order to support students here at Columbus State.
And I think this is my second time receive Cougar Paws from Stephanie, and helped me a lot to know that we deliver something actually we're going to make impact, and it's what that team are continue looking for. Also, on the other side, I noticed that if I also give a recognition to other colleagues, which I really don't have a lot of opportunity to show our appreciation, that is a way I hope will be a great cycle to continue between the colleague, between department, to just say thank you through the Cougar Paw.
I nominated Shelly Casparo because there had been a young lady who had come into the case office right at the end of the day and was sort of distraught because she'd been dropped from a class. But someone had asked me to come up front, and I sort of looked at her record, and I didn't know exactly what I was looking at. And of course, like I said, it's right at the end of the day. It's like 5 minutes until closing time, so I know Shelly's a bit of an expert around the office. So I said, hey Shelly, can you come up and look at this? And without hesitation, came right up, looked at what I was looking at. We couldn't quite figure things out too, so we pulled in Terry Blaney as well, and we were able at least to tell the young lady that, hey, go to class tonight, we will figure this out, because this is a way bigger issue than what we had originally thought it was. So I just was really appreciative that, not only is it the end of a very long day, but it's that whole thing of, you know what, no problem, we're gonna fix this, even if we didn't have 2 hours to go through it that evening, that we all could come up with a solution to help the young lady out.
I feel a little undeserving of this because it was a team effort. So when I first saw it come across my email, I had to think for a minute, what was this for? And then I remembered it was a later evening and helping out a student. But as soon as I saw it, I thought, well, Melissa, who nominated me, was equally as deserving, and Terry Blaney, who helped out with the situation, just went above and beyond in some of her research and connecting so that we could finally solve the issue, and actually trickled down where the College Credit Plus office did some work too. So to me, it reinforced kind of how the Cougar Paw, I think it's intended for us to realize how connected our work is, and to recognize how even a nomination, I couldn't have been nominated if it wasn't for all those other people. Yeah, it was honoring and humbling at the same time.
I just wanted to let you know the reason why I had nominated Juan for a Cougar Paw, or given him a Cougar Paw, was it was back in March, and we were having a board meeting at the Delaware campus, and I was a little bit panicky because we needed to have table skirts on the tables, and we do not have table skirts at the Delaware campus. So I called to Columbus to arrange to get them, and they said, sure, we'll send them up. And I asked, will you be sending someone up to put the table skirts on? And they told me yes, that they would be sending one. Juan came in, he did the table skirting in less than 45 minutes, and I had left the room while he was doing it, and when I walked back in, I was just amazed at the transformation of the room. It looked fabulous. Juan did it effortlessly and was very humble about doing it. He didn't expect any type of praise. It was just all in a day's work for him, and I truly appreciated his kindness and the grace that he showed coming up to the Delaware campus to do that for us.
Well, it was very nice to receive Cougar Paw. Actually, to be honest, I didn't really know what it was until somebody told me about it, so I went back to my email and looked at it and saw the words that Marcia said about me, and I was kind of shocked because people don't usually notice the things we do around here because it's things that we do every day. But since I went to a different campus and they got to see something that I do here every day, but they don't really see it over there. So I think that's maybe what she noticed. So it's nice to get recognized and and have people let you know that you're doing a good job. I think it's good for employees because it motivates them, to keep doing that and getting better.
I really enjoy the opportunity to give Cougar Paws, and it's been a great thing for us to be able to acknowledge the great work that our colleagues do. I was happy to have the opportunity to award a Cougar Paw to Alex for his work on a campaign that we're doing to reach out to brand new students who may have a barrier in front of them if they don't have a pathway or major selected. So he used his great technical expertise to help us. He was part of a wider group who also did great work to make it possible for students to have a great start.
Felt good. Any sort of recognition generally feels good. I mean, Pat is a fantastic collaborator herself, and so thank you to her for shouting that out. I'm always happy to help in any way, in any capacity I can, especially pertaining to the success of our students.